Hey, what's up? This is me, JBAT, and today I will be doing a review for the graphic novel Batman Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth, but it is also known as just Arkham Asylum, but the full title is Batman Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth. And this will be my review for that graphic novel, which was released in 1989. Now, the edition I have of it is the 15th anniversary edition. Okay. Hey, what's up? It's me, JBAT, and today I will be doing a review for the graphic novel Batman Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth. See, here's like the cover for it. Has like a very disturbing image of like the Joker, and as you can see, like Batman is going into the Arkham Asylum. Yeah, because the whole building there is Arkham Asylum. So this will be my review for Batman Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth. But it's also known as just Batman Arkham Asylum or just Arkham Asylum. But the full title for the book was Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth. And this will be my review for this graphic novel. And it was written by Grant Morrison, and the artwork was done by David McKean. Okay. Now Arkham Asylum is about like the idea that the Joker has freed all the inmates of Arkham Asylum, so all like the super villains, they have been freed in Arkham Asylum, and Batman has to go to Arkham Asylum and set things right or set things straight. Because at the opening of the story, Commissioner Gordon, he has a meeting with Batman and tells him that the Joker has freed all the inmates, saying, well, basically that the inmates of Arkham Asylum are free or whatever. And then the Joker also even threatens Batman, saying, actually invites Batman to come to Arkham Asylum, claim that he needs to be in there with them, because he's dressed up as a bat or whatever. So obviously he needs to be at Arkham Asylum too as well. So Batman goes to Arkham Asylum, saying he sees that it was true that all the inmates were like freed and stuff like that. And the Joker is end up making like threats and stuff, and he also makes Batman accept like a proposal that he has, and if Batman does it, the Joker will kill certain people if he doesn't do this. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like I think this was released around like Halloween 1989, back in '89 when it was originally released. Because the version I have of it is the 15th anniversary edition of it. But the it has like a very like creepy, disturbing artwork feel to it. It's like the images for it were very like disturbing. Like certain Joker images or like Batman images. Even Batman himself was kind of made you uncomfortable. And it also gives the origin for Amadeus Arkham, the guy who originally created Arkham Asylum. And it take place in 1920, like after the death of his insane mother, because Amadeus' mother was insane. And he became like a brilliant psychologist because of all this or whatever. And he actually turned his home into Arkham Asylum after his mother passed away. She supposedly like passed away by killing herself by cutting her own throat, but later it is revealed that he actually had cut her throat. Amadeus, he actually sliced her throat. But I'll touch on that later on. But yeah, after his mother passes or whatever, he turns their house into Arkham Asylum. He eventually makes it become Arkham Asylum. That's how large his house was. And Arkham Asylum will be base for the criminally insane. So all criminally insane patients will be housed at this facility known as Arkham Asylum, which he actually like gave birth to or whatever. Now, along the way, Arkham Asylum is told in like flashback sequences about the asylum itself and its creator Amadeus Arkham. You know what I'm saying? Because he left behind journals which explain like everything that happened and led up to the creation of Arkham Asylum, like the foretelling of it and the afterword of what happened with Arkham Asylum. and all that is in his journals, you know. And the Arkham Asylum video games, like the Batman video game series, Arkham Asylum, they are based on this and are inspired by this graphic novel, Arkham Asylum, you know. Because even in the video game, like the first Arkham Asylum game, you could find Amadeus journals, you know what I'm saying? Just like in the graphic novel, he has the journals that tells like flashbacks of what the story is about, you know, how Arkham Asylum came to be, how he created it, you know what I'm saying? But like the artwork for it, you know what I'm saying? It's a good. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. It could seem kind of, you know, like off, like kind of sloppy at times. But I thought like the novel, I thought it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And it has some very disturbing images in it. If you're not really a Batman fan or you're trying to get into reading Batman graphic novels, I really want to recommend it. This probably for like hardcore like Batman fans or just a Batman fan. Period. Now, other characters are introduced in this graphic novel too. You have Mad Dog Hawkins, which who became a patient of Amadeus Arkham, and then something happened, you know what I'm saying? I almost kind of spoil it, and then that's what kind of turns Amadeus in the end, you know, to become, you know, kind of like almost like evil himself to a certain extent. And then you also have the Dr. Ruth Adams. She's like a psychotherapist, because she's kind of real close with the Joker, and she kind of knows about the Joker, even Two-Face, you know. And then you have Dr. Cavendish. He's also in it too, and he has like a surprise at the end, towards the end of the story, you know. But yeah, this story is about the Joker freeing like the inmates of Arkham Asylum, you know. Well, that's what would have you believe, but it's like a spoiler alert towards the end, you know, with the Joker. I ain't want to spoil it, you know. And Batman has to come to Arkham Asylum and like, you know, stop all like the criminals or whatever. So in this story, you have like confrontations with Scarecrow, like Killer Croc, Mad Hatter. You even have like Clayface and Maxie Zeus, and it's like a powerful battle that is very disturbing with Croc and Batman. It's very disturbing because Croc is like monstrous in the story. You know, Killer Croc, he's like very monstrous in the story, like large. You know what I'm saying? And it's like gruesome and bloody and stuff, like his battle with Batman. But I thought this was a good. I'm saying it's pretty cool. It's fun. It's kind of like on the short side. I could read it in less than an hour, you know. But I thought it was cool. But and like, the imagery of it was very disturbing. Like the Joker images and stuff like that. They were, I'm saying, very like creepy looking. Even Batman, like I said, and even just other people in there. You know, like even Amadeus himself at times. Y'all say he has like a quirky kind of look to him. But I thought he was kind of like cool too, you know. Yeah, because Amadeus also has like a wife and daughter. He has his wife Constance, and he has his daughter Harriet, and something happens with them, you know what I'm saying, involving the Mad Dog Hawkins guy, which becomes his like first patient, I believe, you know. I don't want to spoil nothing like that. And that's what kind of drives Amadeus to do what he did eventually. But yeah, that's what Arkham Asylum, that's what this was really about. The Joker, like the inmates of Arkham Asylum, are set free. And I'm saying Batman has to go there to stop him or whatever. And in the process, you like it is told through like journals that Amadeus Arkham had created. You know what I'm saying, about like the birth of Arkham Asylum and stuff, and why he created it and all that kind of stuff. Because I told you he originally created Arkham Asylum because his mother was mentally insane, and she supposedly killed herself by cutting her throat. But in the end, you find out that she really didn't do it, but I didn't want to spoil the story. Like even like the lettering in here was like very distinct, especially like when the Joker talks. Like whenever he talked in the story, it was kind of like the lettering for it was like kind of like very like distinct. It had like red like ink in it, and it was kind of like scratchy. You could barely read it. I kind of at times feel like you shouldn't, you know, say you shouldn't read it. Like basically you shouldn't read what the Joker was saying. I would think, you know what I'm saying. Because like the ink foil was kind of like all like edgy and like you could barely see it, you know. But yeah, like this edition that I had of it was the 15th anniversary edition of it, and this had like it has the original script with negotiations. It has thumbnail layouts, and it has like an afterword and the original covers for it, you know, in the back of it. Now the book itself as a whole is over 200 pages long, but not the whole story. Like the main story itself, I think, does go through about 100 pages, if I'm not mistaken, but it's not really 200. And it's a short read, but I would recommend it. I thought it was pretty good, you know, very disturbing at times, you know. because like the certain images or whatever is very disturbing. Now, to me, that's what kind of makes it cool, and it takes you to another place. You know, if you feel like you're in another world when you read Batman Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth, it really makes you feel like you're in another like dimension or another world. You know, it takes you out. You know, when you really sit and like absorb it, you really kind of like feel it. And I would recommend this, but I would recommend this only for like Batman fans. You know, you probably be like a Batman fan or a fan of anything that's kind of like edgy and real. You know, like gritty and like, you know what I'm saying, disturbing. You know. So yeah, this is my review for Batman Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth. And this was a good graphic novel. I would recommend it, mostly for Batman fans, you know. So yeah, this is my review, and this is the 15th anniversary edition I have, like I've said before. So this is JBAT. All right. So yeah, this is Batman Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth. And this is written by Grant Morrison, and the artwork was done by David McKean. Now this was originally created in 1989, and this is actually what the Batman Arkham Asylum video games, they are based on this storyline, Arkham Asylum, about the Joker freeing like the inmates of Arkham Asylum. Then Batman has to join into Arkham to, you know what I'm saying, clean things up, you know. So yeah, even the Arkham video games, the Batman Arkham Asylum video games, they're based on this story or whatever. So I was gonna just basically take a look through the book itself, and you know, give a little, you know what I'm saying, little glimpses of the disturbing images that I was mentioning before in here. Okay. As you can see, this is Arkham Asylum, like the cover of it, Batman Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on a Serious Earth. As you can see, it has like a nice little Joker image that is disturbing, you know. And as you can see, Batman is like going into Arkham right here. And this is actually in the story itself. Now this is over like 200 pages too, you know. So it's pretty long, like, you know what I'm saying, long graphic novel. I mean, actually it's pretty short. I would consider this kind of a short graphic novel, you know what I'm saying. I can read it like in less than an hour, you know. But it has like some disturbing like images, as you can see in it, you know, which were done by I think his name was David McKean. So yeah, it has like some disturbing like images in it, you know, of Batman and the Joker himself too, you know. They look kind of disturbing, you know. As you can see, like a shot of like Batman right here and Scarecrow, you know. I thought this was a great read, and like, you know what I'm saying, and the way it is at times, you know, I really enjoy the atmospheric feel of it, you know. It feels like you're in another world when you are reading this graphic novel. I really believe that David McKean, or the artist, you know, I really believe they did a good job on this. You can see, like, here are some of the disturbing like Joker images that I was mentioning, you know. Especially that one, you know, that was really, you know, kind of like disturbing. Yeah, so like if you're not a Batman fan, I probably really wouldn't recommend reading this for like newbies or whatever. I would strongly suggest this for like Batman fans. They are the ones who can give this a shot, you know, and probably enjoy it. Okay. In the end, Batman Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth, written by Grant Morrison and art by David McKean. It's a great read, an excellent, you know, story, whatever. I really enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend it for any Batman fan. But if you're new to like Batman stories, I probably really wouldn't recommend it. It has a very dark and serious and disturbing tone to it. The images of like the Joker or various characters throughout the story are very disturbing, and they can make you uncomfortable. But I would recommend Batman Arkham Asylum.